Hi, everybody. Doug Jenkins with the Findlay-Hancock County Chamber of Commerce with you once again as we look at some of the issues that businesses and workers are facing during COVID-19 lockdowns and quarantines. We're going back to the world of IT right now, and Adam Hemmerly from Red Alert IT Services joining us. Adam, thanks for stopping in today.
Yeah, thanks for the invite.
It's not often that people outdo me on the audio setup, but you've got a nice setup there at Red Alert.
Well, again, we use it for videos we put together to instruct clients on how to do things. We use it for informational purposes, and it wasn't that big of an investment because streaming is so popular nowadays. So I do really like it, and I think it really does help with the sound quality.
Well, I'll tell you what, why don't we just start there, because a lot of people are doing a lot of online streaming and videos and teleconferencing now and everything like that. What's a cheap way people can maybe enhance their audio setup?
Oh, well, the big thing is getting a good mic. So what I have here is a Q2U. Basically, it's a microphone designed for speech. It's not really good for music or recording or doing conferencing, except for if you're talking to an individual person. So that's what we've got here. Inside of it sits inside of a shock mount. That way, if I hit my desk or anything else like that, you're not going to get that vibration that's not going to go through. The other thing is I have a Logitech 1080p normal webcam. Basically, this whole thing and the arm this you see attached to my desk, whole thing costs less than $200 to get everything set up. So it's really inexpensive. And it makes a world of difference because you can spend the time doing editing and everything else. Because like I said, we do videos, or you can get it right the first time, and having it right the first time's very helpful.
Yes, it is. So, all right. So cheap and easy to do. That's good to know. Let's get into the world of IT. We've been working from home now for about a month or so, or however long it's been. It feels like longer than that, I think. And of course, with that, we're going to run into IT issues. Adam, what have people been calling your office about? And what are the problems that are they running into?
Well, obviously we have people working from home. One of the big things is for that is if we don't have someone set up with a VPN, it's getting them set up for a VPN, getting them so they can remote into their local network at their place of employment in order to access files, the network share, everything else to keep rolling. On top of that, one of the big things that I've actually had to handle is a lady called in because she couldn't get to her school's website, which they were using Google Hangouts or Google for Education. But there was a video that was hosted on a different site, and it was DNS. And if you're into IT or a system admin listening, it's always DNS. It's never not DNS. So that's an inside joke for the IT crowd. But little things like that, where, yeah, I was able to start a remote session. I was able to help her over the internet, but she could not access this website. And it was just because for some reason her ISP didn't have the web address lookup correct. And it was just a matter of switching the provider over to Google, and it worked immediately. That is a common issue you're going to run into from a system admin standpoint. Getting VPN set up, getting network storage, and backups is the other big thing. Is people are working on something from home. It's a laptop. They drop it. They spill it. The kid walks by. The dog walks by. The tail grabs it, knocks the laptop off. Get a cracked screen. Yeah, that normal everyday stuff is just amplified because that you're trying to work from home.
Also, right around now, as we do see a lot of bad actors out there, and you're going to be getting phishing emails, things like that. Are you seeing much in the way of viruses associated with COVID-19 that are not viruses that we have to worry about, but our computers need to?
So that is that is a thing. There actually is a significant increase in uptick in scam emails that are related to COVID-19, whether it's you need to give us your information in order to claim your refund, which is one of the big ones that's going around right now. And then people, if you ask when it comes to social engineering, if you ask 9 times out of 10, people will just give it to you. Like people, you ask like, hey, what's your first name? What's your date of birth? What's what's the serial number in your laptop? All right, cool. And you throw those little smaller questions in, and that's social engineering 101. And you want to make sure that you read every email, and it's not necessarily going to be from phishing through normal emails, which yes, you're going to have that. There's some crypto lockers out there that are we've seen a recent string of crypto lockers. What a crypto locker is it takes over your computer, encrypts all your files, and holds them at ransom and says, you need to pay me this much in order to get your files back. So with that crypto locker, um, a lot of them are written really improperly because it's done in haste, and a lot of them just destroy the files regardless,
Oh.
and you don't get anything back, which is, again, backup, which is a real problem that you're going to run into.
Well, let's talk about the backup process. Certainly, you want to be doing that remotely so that if it's in the cloud, you can get back to it. I know I use Google Drives a lot, but there are a lot of options that are out there for both personal and business use. What are some of the ones that you're seeing a lot of use on right now?
Backblaze has a huge uptick recently in what they offer, because they do offer large scale backup for business and personal user. They have a great plan where it's like $50 per computer, and you get like essentially a copy of it, an image of it.
Moving forward through this, we were talking about the crypto lockers, ransomware, things like that. We do. I can't really tell you the last time that I've gotten into my antivirus has been. I remember it being a bigger thing that I would check on and make sure it was updated several years ago. But how good is antivirus against these types of things? But probably not something we should be leaning on, but definitely need to have.
Surprisingly not effective. So antiviruses.
I was afraid you were going to say that.
Yeah, antiviruses work because they work off of a base of what things have happened in the past. And they used to work really, really well because a virus would take a long time to spread around. So the antivirus company would get a signature, and they'd use that signature to catch all of them out there. The problem is things move so fast nowadays. Most antivirus, if they get a sample, they sandbox it, they get it out to their, to the people as soon as possible. But by then, it's an arms race, an evolutionary arms race in the scheme of, antivirus versus virus. You create a file, and that file might get analyzed, and one antivirus might report it back to home saying, hey, this file looks suspicious. But until someone there has time to sandbox it and go through that whole process, you're not protected. This is why being very important, phishing, being aware of those types of things, being aware of, you are the first line of defense. Be smart about that type of stuff, and you won't run into any problems. Antivirus helps, but it's not very helpful, and again, in that arms race.
Adam, if people have IT questions or things that they're trying to work through, or perhaps trying to upgrade as they're continuing to work from home, because I've had a lot of conversations with people both on YouTube, Facebook, off the record, on the record, that even when we get through this, there's probably going to be some more work at home happening than there was before this. So upgrading now probably is going to pay off in the long run too. They want to talk IT services with you. If they want to talk about ways that they can maybe upgrade their system and do the things that will allow them to effectively work from home for the long term, what's the best way to get in touch with you?
Honestly, it's just to give my office a ring, 419-408-6168. Give me an email, info@redalertmssp. Visit redalertmssp.com. All that information's there. Or even shorter, Red Alert IT. That's for our normal consumer side of things, but we field all types of questions.
All right, Adam, we appreciate you joining us here today, and take care.
Yep, thank you very much.
And of course, we'll have more video updates here on our Chamber of Commerce YouTube channel. We'll also be doing some Facebook Live videos throughout the week, so make sure you subscribe to our Facebook feed as well, as we continue to try and get out as much information as we can to our business and worker community in Findlay and Hancock County. I'm Doug Jenkins.